sorry about that, guys. We had some technical difficulties. We are back because for some reason, YouTube my streaming software just decided to crash what I'm streaming with. So it ended my stream, and that was just dumb of it. So now we're back with a different stream. It's their part 2. But while I was fixing that, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning, for Garvin, Seminole, Pontiac, and McLean County. So this includes Ada, and so this these storms just are growing so fast. Like they look like literally 10 minutes ago, before I took a brief break. It barely looked like just an average storm that barely would have any thunder with it, and now it's severe warned. So yeah, we got a couple new things as well.
It's savory. It's cheesy. It's very likely that we will watch this storm in South
Okay.
get severe warned, right? And then within 30 minutes from now, it might have a destructive attack where lightning would be producing a tornado, since we see that coming out of it already.
Okay. So we got a couple new areas that could have a tornado watch really soon. And we could see over here. We have a 95% chance that a watch is issued for basically for the northeastern tip of our state. So that includes Bartlesville, Claremore, and they actually did end up issuing that. Okay, so if you are in Tulsa, you are now under a severe thunderstorm watch. Sorry.
Somebody do the hearts. Somebody do the hearts. Somebody do the lightning bolt. Let's like.
Sorry about. I did not see that we.
We do our best to make sure that's factual and up to date. But today may be a little faster. The developments may need more speed. So keep up if you can. I will try to do that as well. You'll see some y'all watches here as fast as I can put them.
I did not see that that they expand. Well, they didn't expand it, but they issued a new severe thunderstorm watch. Right, it went about as far as Springfield. Sorry, Stillwater, not Springfield. But now it includes Tulsa, Bartlesville, Pryor Creek, and Tahlequah. So that was 3 minutes. Yeah, that's fresh, and that's for over 1 million people, 1.2 million people. But if I was concerned for a tornado warning, it would probably be if any storm. So on the GFS, or not GFS, on the HRRR, it was showing a lot of these storms how they're forming right now. But this one was the one that we were worried about producing a tornado. So if the models were right, this one could drop a tornado. We have Taylor Woodall on this right now. We have Eric Toll over here, by the way. I was trying to watch him on a website, but it wasn't working. But I guess he's on Weatherwise too. So it's usually not a good thing if a lot of the storm chasers are hanging out on one storm, and it's always the same storm. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Wait, never mind. That's not new for our area. What the heck? By the way, so the cap is now shattered. We're gonna start seeing some crazy activity breaking out. Right now, our highest level warning is going to be a severe thunderstorm, or a severe thunderstorm warning, or a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. But we very well could see a tornado warning fairly soon. It'll be the first time you ever get to see the tornado warning at the top of the screen. So, but this also is a very capable storm of dropping a tornado. Over here, it's not tornado warning. Oh God. Okay, yeah, this looks like. Oh yeah. Okay, so the rotation has gotten a lot better on this. I predicted this quite a long time ago, actually. Near Wister Lake. Um, and we have so where that green and red meet. So we have wind going into the radar and away from the radar. Um, and their meet. That usually means we have rotation. So this looks like enough to warrant a tornado warning, but maybe I'm wrong. But this definitely looks like it's rotating. But they did end up putting a tornado possible tag on that. But they've upgraded it to 2-inch hail, so this has some very strong hail with it. Oh, and that hook on it. Yeah, this definitely should be tornado warning. I feel like the National Weather Service in Tulsa should issue a tornado warning on this. I don't know. But also, this storm is trying to form a hook as well over here. I'm noticing over here near Ada. Um, that, but it's kind of forming it upside down. So it's not really some crazy. So it's not really crazy, but it's kind of upside down. So it's kind of cool. These storms down here, they're not rotating like crazy. But moral of the story is all these storms are going to be capable of dropping tornadoes. So if you are under a severe thunderstorm warning today, and especially you're in any risk area, um, prepare to be under a tornado warning because that is a possibility. Okay, so this is laggy again. Great. Don't tell me it's gonna crash again. I really don't want to crash again because I don't need to crash. Why is it laggy? Okay, I'm using a different radar. I feel like that's what I need to do. Cool. We will return to weather-wise shortly, but right now we have a whole different situation. I know we have to use a whole different radar at the moment over here, but actually we'll just go back to weather-wise. We will just go back to weather-wise. Okay, we're back to weather-wise. It's been so laggy today, and it's at the worst timing. It's still not responding, dude. Like, this sucks. I I hate weather-wise because of this. It's so laggy. There's no, and I can't fix it. Oh my god, dude, why? Why is it doing this? Why? Why? The worst timing, dude. Okay. So I'm gonna start standing now. Just so you guys can hear me now, because I'm closer to my mic. We're gonna use this radar for a little bit. I know a lot of people aren't used to it, but I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it for a little bit because, yes. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning. Why is there? We do have a severe thunderstorm warning. Which it's not tornado possible tag, but I very well do think we do have rotation. Is it still on the screen? Did it end the stream again? Oh, if it ended the stream again, I swear to God. If it ended the stream again, I swear to God. Okay, so we're just really laggy. That's fine. That's fine. But I do think we have rotation moving right over Stratford right now. So if you are in Stratford, just go ahead and take cover. It's certainly rotating. You guys want a radar Omega? You guys want an Omega for a little bit? Go on some radar Omega. My old classic radar I used to use, but I switched to Weatherwise, which is apparently really laggy. Is meters on? Okay. Okay, so. Oh. My God, we have so many storm chasers just kind of just hanging out up in this area. It's crazy. And there's more storm chasers right now on this storm than severe thunderstorms. And no, I'm not kidding. We're gonna try Weatherwise one more time, and if it doesn't load, I'm gonna be mad. Oh. But a few of these storms I really do think should be severe warned. Or tornado warning, excuse me. But we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for 2-inch hail. It's an extension over here in East Central LaFleur County. Now, it's still rotating a lot. They continue on as tornado possible. Okay, they did. So tornado possible tag rises, moves over Heavener. And it's definitely rotated. The rotation still looks as good. They really need to tornado warn that. I can just tell. So if you're in Heavener, just go ahead and take cover. There's definitely rotation with that. Why are you lagging so much, dude? Brad Arnold's entering the polygon right now. He's in Stratford. Well, I would watch him if I could, but it's freaking laggy. So the rotation definitely looks like it's calmed down a little bit, but it's still definitely visible. It froze. Don't tell me it froze again, dude. Oh my God, this freaking sucks. This sucks, dude. Stop freezing. I'm done with this, dude. Just freaking track severe weather without it being, oh, let's lag. Yeah, let's lag. Why? Just why? Clearly, I need to get rid of some stuff. So, while no warning, so we're gonna quickly get rid of some stuff that are on my radar, just so just we don't have to worry about lag as much. Tornadic ID. We don't need lightning on. That's probably lagging me a little bit. Yeah, it's already performing a little better than how it did because of that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into warnings because I have a lot of warnings enabled, and there's some that I don't need at all. So we're just gonna kind of turn off all of these and watch it as it slowly stops lagging as much. Oh yeah, now it feels a lot better. I don't even think any of those are in effect right now, so that's fun. Okay, we'll live with that. But anyway, let's check back in with our rotation, what meteorologist Andy Hill is watching. Right in the rotation that he's looking at is, why did that just start? Is right on top of Stratford right now. So if there is a tornado warning, it would be right on top of Stratford, and eventually Ada. It's still. Why? Can I just track severe weather? It ain't that hard, dude. Weather-wise, it's supposed to work. It's for safety, not just to. I can't open anything either. Just wonderful. Wonderful. Oh my god, stop. Stop lagging. Oh my god. This is terrible. Like, literally, this is terrible. Why? Just, why is this laggy so much? I can't track severe weather. I just, why is it laggy? This is, hold on. I'm going to open this. Please tell me it updates quickly. Okay, so there's a new watch and it didn't update that quick. But I guess that's fine. As long as the new warnings pop up pretty quickly, I'll be fine with that. Okay, but we do have a new special weather statement in effect for Johnson, Bryan, and Atoka counties. But this is broken because you can't even see the radar sites. What is it doing? Oh my god, I'm not using radar mega, dude. It's somewhere in here. It's somewhere in here. Just I need to. And it's still lagging. Oh my. Can I? Like, literally, this is so mean. It's mean. We're gonna try again, and if you freeze out one more time, I'm gonna be so mad. It won't even load the radar. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Okay, so they did end up tornado possibly tag. That's severe thunderstorm warning for Garvin, Seminole, Pontosac, and McLean counties. By the way, what they mean by McLean County is, I don't even, a really small portion of McLean County. Wait, is it Southern McLean? Alrighty. We are back. We're back because we have a tornado warning now in effect for Ada. So that rotation is good enough for the National Weather Service to say that's rotating pretty good. Let's tornado warn it. So we now have a tornado warning in effect for Ada. There's about 30,000 people in this. And areas that need to be watching are affected areas are Ada, Bing, Pickett, Vanos, Elkman, and Beebe. We also have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be for Jefferson, Stevens, and Conn counties. So this is coming up on the town of Duncan. This is for 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So this is coming up towards Comanche and Duncan. 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail are the main concern. But if you are in Ada, the top story right now is that tornado warning in effect. So if you are in that tornado warning, if you're falling off for that warning, seek shelter now. This is until about 6:30 p.m. So it looks like about a little bit over 30 more minutes, but it's forming that hook shape and it's kind of upside down, so it looks kind of confusing. But at this point, it's moving east at 10 miles an hour, so the rotating part of it should miss you. It looks like this is probably the worst you're gonna get if you're in Ada, because just the rotations up here, um, and the actual in Ada's down here. So you're gonna get some heavy rain and that's gonna be now, and maybe even some strong winds, and that's gonna be about it. So checking back in down here with the severe thunderstorm warning for Duncan. Let's do some tracking here. So besides the whole thing, so I'm gonna keep this aligned with by the way, this is a really slow moving storm. It's moving at about 9 miles an hour right now, and so it's coming up on the area of Bing in about only in an hour. So we still have an hour until Bing gets hit, and Ada is mainly gonna get missed. With probably you're gonna get some heavy rain, and then the main threat should be out of you, and then you're just gonna. But that does work to get some really cool lightning shots in the distance. But you should still probably take cover because things could change, and this rotation's still a little bit over a mile away from you, I believe. Yeah, a little bit over a mile away from you, so still go ahead and take cover. But right now, we do have a strong storm down here, and we are expected that any severe thunderstorm or any storm will probably be severe today. That's in Texas. Oop. But these storms aren't going to be ending anytime soon. So even if you're in McAllister and you're gonna be like, when are the storms gonna hit us? You still probably have an hour till this one specifically. You still probably have 3 hours maybe until this one specifically hits you. But just a storm in general. A storm could form in front of this one. Let's actually see. Okay. So that is so we just got a report of golf ball size hail in Vanos, however you say it. Wait, what? Wait, is it? Okay, so it's north of Vanos. So probably somewhere up here. There was golf balls up size hail up here. About and it was reported about 3 minutes ago. Sorry, 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago, my bad. But then, so that hail is now moving into the areas of Beebe and Union Hill. So, this ain't gonna be only a tornado threat. This is also gonna be a hail threat as well. But we have Eric Toll in Ada right now. Let's see what he's even seeing. I don't know if that's some rain or that's actually a funnel. I think it's a raindrop, but yeah, it's definitely a raindrop. But this is actually getting closer and closer to Ada, so I wouldn't say you're in the clear if it stops raining. You're not in the clear because this thing is just barely to your north. You're probably gonna be getting rain from it. But this is the thing that's dropping a tornado possibly over here near your Gar corner. So these storms definitely are serious. And about 30 more minutes on this one specifically, and then we'll be down to just severe thunderstorm warnings. But they're arrow, 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 and arrow. Okay, guys. So let's see if the correlation coefficient is picking up anything. I do not think we have a tornado on the ground. But it's like one of the weak rotation tornado warnings that you would have every once in a while. I don't think this is a confirmed tornado. Ada Mamutsuwa Airport. By the way, nothing for Oklahoma City right now. I think Oklahoma City's mainly, we're talking like no tornado threat. Probably Oklahoma City's in the no tornado threat. There's still a chance that you get a tornado warning. I think you're just outside of it. Most storm formation will be down here. Severe thunderstorm warning continues over here for Jefferson, Stevens, and Cotton counties. So that goes all the way up towards Duncan and Comanche Yeah. That severe thunderstorm warning over here continues, but it's moving into Arkansas. That's at this point. So Kievener, you're really in the worst you're gonna get here. Yeah, you're like the whole like downtown is in a pink spot. So you're probably getting the worst you're gonna get at this moment over here. Also time update. It's currently 6 p.m. Um, maybe this is 2 minutes early. I don't know, but it's currently 6 p.m. in Central Time, and 7 p.m. in Eastern Time. But we're in Central Time over here in our area. So, in our viewing area. Okay, so the National Weather Service, Norman just posted something on their page. Um, the severe weather risk, the severe weather risk continues across our area this evening. However, it is worth noting that parts of central and northern Oklahoma, outlined in the black below, have seen persistent cloud cover today. Because of the cooler air, the tornado risk is much lower there. So, yeah, like I said, if you're anywhere basically from I'd say anywhere in Ponca City, you're not really in anywhere from Ponca City all the way down to like Oklahoma City and Chickasha. Maybe not Chickasha because that's pretty close. But look towards like Oklahoma City, you're not going to be crazily impacted. Varna. Oop, I accidentally clicked on max velocity. Or sorry, max reflectivity. But our rotation is right here, so it's just in the north of Ada. Here's Ada, where all that is. It's not the town name isn't loading. Apologies. But where all that gray is, that's where Ada is, because for some reason it's not loading, but it's showing like the terrain in the city. You know, Storm Chaser Nick Busby is getting kind of close to this. I don't know where he's going, but he's kind of bird. By the way, we do have a new mesoscale discussion. Oh. Hello. Weather-wise. I don't know where that new tornado warning is, but we do have a new tornado warning, and it's somewhere. Oh, okay. So we have a new tornado warning, and they finally issued that area. I've been telling them to warn for a long time. So if you're in Kievener, seek shelter now. They finally warned that, and the rotation's like right on top of you right now, like literally right on top of you. So if you thought you're out of the threat, you're not quite yet. This storm is moving really slow, so it might be on top of you for kind of a long time. We do have a new mesoscale discussion. I'll read it. The severe weather threat for tornado watch 144 continues. So, large to very large hail and tornado threat continues within weather watch 144. Weather Watch 144 is that tornado watch. For some reason, I'm getting told that I disconnected from the internet. Hey, at least for some reason, since I have internet loss, even though I don't, I can play the dinosaur game. We got a new tornado watch. I don't know where it is, though. It's the problem. Where's the new tornado watch? I know there's a new one. Okay, tornado warning continues for Ada. Stafford's no longer in that, by the way. Okay, so it's literally just here north now. You guys are so lucky because if you were slightly more to the north, you would be getting hailed on. And the velocity might be a little bit delayed, but the rotation's somewhere right here, probably. Okay, so it's not the lead. I will be right back. Okay. So the rotation's definitely becoming more broad. We could even see a cancellation of this tornado warning because I think the rotation's weakening. We still do have it there, but it's definitely weakening. And we still have rotation down here, over here for LaFleur County. That's a tornado warning. We have two areas of rotation. I'm looking at this one too. Well, there's also obviously this one and stuff. There's also this little area over here, that I'm watching. I just need to test something. Hi.
Do you want Jack's Pizza?
Okay, so yeah, that rotation's starting to stand out a lot more near Forrester. And Loving. It's just kind of it's just a really big pixel of green, if randomly in the red, and that's definitely indicating rotation. But once again, this is another thing where the rotation's moving into Arkansas. I still don't know if they're gonna I still don't know if they're gonna continue that warning over into I still don't know if they're gonna continue that warning into once that tornado warning for Ada expires. But if they did, it would probably look something like this. Something like this. They're going up towards Gertie. A new tornado warning has been issued.